freaking laser beams.
Laser beams of the future.
Attached to their freaking heads.
We did manage to get some sea bass. Are they mild-ish tempered? Extremely, sir.
What is that from?
You're not cultured enough, Riley.
It's Goldmember. So he wants
Gold?
sharks with freaking laser beams on their head, but they weren't able to procure them due to the paperwork, so they got a bunch of mutated sea bass.
A sea bass.
Are you sea bass ill-tempered? Extremely, sir. Very good. Such a good movie.
I love the entire Austin Powers franchise.
Oh, it's an Austin Powers movie?
Movie, baby.
Yes, in fact, it's the only one I own, which means it's the only one I've shown you.
Well, we didn't watch it.
And it's
though,
the
right?
only one I slept through.
Did we watch an Austin Powers?
I
We
almost
did.
am certain that I showed you Goldmember, yes.
Oh.
He did.
I probably
because
own
I
that
remember
movie.
because I remember falling asleep near the beginning, waking up sometime through when Mini Me had like his own like little musical number, and I fell asleep again. And then I woke up, and I guess the movie was over. By
I
then.
swear, I have movie amnesia because I don't
The
remember.
best kind of amnesia.
I know,
You can
it's so
experience every
great.
movie for the first
It's
time.
so great. I think it comes down to me always walking in on a movie, because that's my dad would always be having a movie on, and I'm like, oh, let's just stand awkwardly in the entryway to the room and just stare at the
Like an
screen for a
Asian
moment.
father with his hands behind his back. Like, oh,
Yeah.
yes.
And I remember one time I was at your house, Riley. Like your entire family was sitting in the living room watching a movie.
Uh-huh.
I decided to sit down and see what was up.
Yeah.
And all I remember from the movie is one guy kicks another guy in the bathroom, and the guy slides on the ground and hits the bottom of his skull against like a lip on the floor.
That was Ender's Game. That was classic Ender's Game.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's all I remember from that movie.
Man.
Oh, you remember of that whole movie?
Well, no, he only watched a part of the movie. Weren't you hearing that? 'Cause he walked in on the middle of the movie.
Sorry, I'm blendering right
That was
now.
the
Sorry.
middle. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's like middle to end.
And
But
I don't think
yeah.
I really paid attention beyond that. I think I wanted to do something else.
Oh gosh. But yeah, I have movie amnesia because I just walk in the center of the movie and then I watch the rest of the movie, and then later I'll come in before the part I came in at the first time and like, whoa, this is a whole new movie, and then I start watching it and I'm like, wait, have I seen this before? Man, I've done that way too many times.
Our problem is that my dad just would fall asleep, so we tried to watch way back in the day the Lord of the Rings series, and I think we had to rewatch the Two Towers like 4 times because
Oh my
my dad
gosh.
kept falling asleep.
You
And then you
know,
wake up and be like, oh, what was happening? We're like, you fell asleep through the whole thing.
Lord of the Rings is like the only super nerdcore thing that I haven't seen. I've seen well, I haven't seen
I really
Star
want
Trek,
to.
but I've seen Star Wars, the first 6 movies. I don't care about the Disney ones. I've
Mhm.
seen the Harry Potter movies.
Oh, I've seen those.
I haven't seen
those.
Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit or Star Trek or
I've seen some
any
of
of that
Hobbit.
shit.
I've seen the one with the whale for Star Trek.
No,
That's
wow.
Oh,
I
the
only-
Misadventures of Flapjack.
I only
The one with the
remember the
whale.
whale, man. The whale. They had to go
Riley
back in
wouldn't
time for the
know
whale.
anything about Flapjack. This noob didn't grow up with Cartoon
No, I
Network.
never.
Oh,
I
it's
didn't
so
have the
good.
privilege of Cartoon Network because my dad didn't like cartoons.
Wow.
You had a computer, didn't you? Watch them on air.
I didn't know what cartoons were as a child.
You watched Nickelodeon. What do you mean?
Yeah, those were kid shows, not cartoons. Completely different things in the eyes of my father.
He probably just had like Nickelodeon and Disney just so like there was something for his kids to shut up.
Oh
And
yeah,
pay attention.
that's definitely why he put it on.
Oh, so Riley was the precursor to the iPad kid.
Yeah, I was a TV kid. until we got computers. Then I became a computer kid. With that,
So did I.
That giant dinosaur of a computer that probably has caused
That was a
irreparable
great
damage.
computer, man.
It was
The
great.
big glowy blue one.
It's so good. It was so good.
It was.
Apparently, it had a lot of spiders in it.
Okay, not a lot. What? I don't know where this misinformation comes from. Jack's the one that says there's.
Specially designed bottle to attack spiders with.
No, that was the jug, but that was because we were in the basement.
Jug.
I had the jug because there were spiders in the basement, not because they were living in my computer. Two separate things. There was dead flies in the computer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slightly different, I know.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to our club. Welcome to our club. Welcome, Squidward. Welcome, Squidward.
I'm gonna get this out of the way right now, but we haven't had an influencer update in a while, and that's mainly because I don't care enough. Johnny Somali's trial is coming up, and they're adding more and more charges onto his sentencing.
He's like actually arrested, like in custody, arrested.
Oh gosh, it's about time. Oh man.
I don't think he's in custody, but his trial's coming pretty soon. So, that's something to look forward to. But no, I don't have any updates on, or any noteworthy updates on like IRL streamers. Well, I guess I have some Jack Doherty update. He got reinstated into Kick at some point, but then he picked a fight with someone like while live on stream, and then he was banned again, and then he crashed out over it. He's like, man, fuck Kick. Fuck is just Kick is just Twitch 2.0.
I'm gonna make punch and show you all.
I don't need that. I'm gonna cry bitterly, but I don't need it.
Oh man, he's just trying to be a trendsetter, man. You got to be a trendsetter.
My own stream session with blackjack and hookers.
I don't need any Johnny Somalis or Jack Dohertys, because I found a different IRL streamer, one who's actually cool, because his methods don't revolve around harassing the public.
That does make him cooler.
This guy's content is, he has like I don't know how to describe it. It's like I want to say it's a waist table, where it's like this table that's strapped to his waist, and he walks around with that. And on the table, he has an electric keyboard, and like there's like a microphone on the side and a laptop and stuff. No, it's his like entire like DJ synthesizer gear. Whatever.
To be honest, when you said electric keyboard, I was thinking like a typing keyboard.
When you plug in, that's electric.
But no, you mean like piano keyboard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And what this guy does is he walks around on the streets, goes up to strangers, asks if they want to freestyle, and he'll make up a beat on the fly and have the person he gives a mic to freestyle with it.
Oh, snap.
It is some of the coolest content I've seen in a while.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Are people good at freestyling? Because I'm absolute trash.
They're really good at freestyling, apparently.
And I must have missed that day in class.
Freestyle education.
Yep. Freestyle 101.
Anyways, there's my influencer update.
Influencer updated.
I found a cool guy, and I enjoy his stuff.
Sweet. It's good to finally have positive news, because influencers, when I hear that, I think they just have bad connotation now.
They still mostly do.
All content creators are evil.
Evil. Good thing we're not content creators, right?
Exactly. Riley gets it.
Yeah.
I've never been caught dead being a content creator.
Ew, content creator, what's that? Gross.
I think I'd rather be caught dead than a content creator. For sure.
I mean, I guess technically Riley's the only one creating the content. We're just here, but he's the one actually uploading and editing. So, you know, I think we can just fully assert blame.
Wow.
Yeah.
This
Anything
is
negative
or safe.
stemming from this podcast or subsequent material is all because of Riley. It's all Riley's fault. Blame him.
wow. Okay, I don't really want that that much power and whatnot.
It's not power. It's an active.
It's more of a liability. Yeah. I was trying to upsell it to myself just to make it sound like, you know, I'm doing the noble thing, but I just don't want the.
No, you have great power, Riley, which means you have great responsibility.
Yeah, I think there's a movie about that. Something about giving pizzas to people.
Pizza time or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Typical content creators stealing other people's stuff. This
Typical.
guy.
This guy.
Reaction YouTubers?
Yeah, what?
Talked about content creators stealing other people's stuff. Reaction YouTubers.
Oh, reaction. I heard Ratchet. And I was really confused.
Well, those two probably.
But
the Ratchet ones probably steal a
the
lot
Ratchets.
too.
I was just thinking the movie Robots when I heard Ratchet. Ratchet.
That one of the
I
characters.
love Robots.
Yeah,
It's one of my favorite movies.
It's a great one.
It is. That one I only fell asleep through half of.
Are there any movies you
second half
haven't
is
fallen asleep on?
There's a few.
Okay.
The last time I was at Gavin's house, there was a few
My
movies I
God.
didn't sleep through.
Which
Like,
I'm trying
Were
to
those
think
the
which
ones that
movie.
you picked by chance?
Hey, I didn't pick Rango.
Oh gosh,
Oh,
yeah,
Rango's so
Rango.
good.
We watched Rango.
Rango.
I'm not a big fan of Rango.
We watched Flushed
Unbelievable.
Away. I didn't fall asleep through that one.
Oh shoot,
either.
yeah, we watched Flushed Away too. Oh my gosh.
I love Flushed Away. Another one of my faves.
I was
I
thinking
think. No, funny enough, I think Robots might have been one of the ones I picked.
oh
Funny.
And
that's
And you then slept through it after picking it?
yeah. Well, but no, you picked like an anime one, right? That really confused me. Is like they created time at the end. It was I was really
Are you
confused.
talking about Akira?
Is that what it was?
yeah.
And at
Oh
the-
yeah, we did sleep through that one.
Well, most of us don't sleep through the movies, Cameron. So I don't know. As we
I got too drunk
Nintendo
during them.
Wii?
I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Nintendo Wii. I think Gavin was trying to gaslight me and to make me believe I didn't know what Robots was.
You don't know what robots are?
No, I do know.
Come on, man. I took an entire college course about them.
I
don't know what
have
robots are.
I've taken a few courses about computers. I guess not specifically robots, but it's a slippery slope, I guess.
See, he doesn't know.
So true.
Anyways, today's topic, I had to double check what it was because I had forgotten.
Oh, you finally figured it out. We were waiting.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what it is, but I'm just.
Oh,
just
Max,
letting
you know what it
say
is?
that.
I'll let you take the floor if you know what it is.
No, I mean, we got to make
Your
sure you know what
responsibility,
it
Riley.
is.
Come on, we just had a conversation about it.
Yeah, but if Max knows what it is and he wants to go for it.
Only if he wants to. Do you want to?
Yeah, and I don't really want to. It's just not
Okay.
really my thing.
You're just you're that kind of guy to
Yeah.
you don't need to prove.
Like I know, but like I don't need to know.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
Unlike some people, I'm not afraid to admit when I don't remember a topic. So what is it, Riley?
Anyways, the the topic for today is sporks.
Oh yeah,
Oh, like football.
that was what I said.
Like
Sports.
football? Oh, sports.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So sporks.
Yeah. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you gotta have them?
What about the
I think-
spine? Do you guys have
I think
spine?
they're no.
Only
No,
books
you wouldn't
have
because I
spines.
invented it. So
What? The spine?
Oh, I knew it.
No,
I invented it.
Spinife.
Oh, spine. I heard spine that whole time. You gotta enunciate.
spine.
Do you have spines?
Do you have spines, man?
I have
No.
one spine.
Wow, only one spine. This
Yeah, I
guy's
know, I'm
this guy's a
insane.
vertebrae. What a nerd.
He is a vertebrae. He's not a vertebrate. He's a vertebrae.
He's a vertebrae.
He's got only a spine and that's it.
Yeah.
Everything else just gone.
A spinife though? What is a
Spinife.
spinife?
It's
Hey,
a combination of a
it's
spoon
tender
and
enough.
knife.
No,
Oh.
it's a combination of a spork and a knife.
Oh, is that
So the
not
head
I-
is sharp.
No, that would be
is
a
that not a
spone knife.
shiv? Like
And do
What?
not question the inventor.
Yeah, just like everybody should pronounce GIFs as GIF because of the inventor said so, right? Yeah.
they say chif or
Anyways.
gift?
I think he was saying GIF. I distinctly heard him say GIF.
Yeah, I think he said gif.
Yeah.
'Cause
he
that's
said
what I
that.
go with.
That's
And
definitely
whatever
what I heard.
Riley goes with is right.
Like
Right.
2% of the times.
God damn it.
And this is one of those times.
Wow, this is one of those times. This is a rare thing. This
Yeah.
this happens like 2% of the time.
It's crazy.
Oh gosh. Crazy times we live in, crazy times. But yeah, sporks. I have a bad what's it called?
Experience?
Experience.
How
It's
do you have
notion-
a bad
A,
experience
a
with
bad
sport?
notion of
Yeah,
sporks.
with
Bad notion.
combining them, you
Or-
only increase the bad parts of them. You don't increase
It's
the good
it's
parts
not
at all.
like the tool itself, but in college, one of my college buddies talked about
Me?
no, not you.
Oh.
They talked about a concept of spork babies, and I'm
What?
I'm not a big fan.
Oh, you're gonna need to
What
expand
the
on that. You can't.
Fuck?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Some
for one.
expounding is needed here. Expound.
Yeah.
Okay, so the friend who will not be named, not part of this podcast, college friend. I have more than one friend. I know.
We'll call
crazy.
him Jack.
We'll,
Yeah, call him Jack.
we could call him Jack. It's not Jack, but we
Yeah.
could call him that.
Yeah.
But
what I'm
they always made nonsense claims that they were a bunch of different majors, and one of those majors that we like to joke about was a botanist. And I don't know why. Everybody should just know botanist, and we just made fun that like, oh well, he's a botanist, so he was our botany guy, even though he wasn't a
Everybody
botanist.
loves botany, yeah.
But yeah, so with that, he stated a brand new species that he wants to name the spork baby, and you might think that it is a some type of spork, and you would be absolutely wrong, because this thing only has a tail of a spork, is like blind in both its eyes. It can spin at like Mach speeds, and it's an elusive creature not known to mere mortals.
Sounds like a spork to me.
So
So it has a spork tail, so it's just like a fish shaped like a spork, or what? What are we
Fish with
dealing
a
with? here?
handle.
you know, I don't think he really stated the anatomy too well. All I really focused on was the Mach speed spinning, and how he almost died figuring out that this creature existed in the Amazon forest, which then turned into the rickety woods that turned into the grandmother's house.
Demons are depicted with like arrows on their tails. Are they arrow babies? Like
No, they're spork babies, man.
what?
I really don't understand what's not to get. It's just a spork baby.
It's a spork.
Are they spork babies? Are they also baby sporks, or no?
I think I don't know. I don't know where the spork really came from. I think
Well,
I think he just really likes sporks, and he he wanted to talk about sporks more and more.
Sporks are all right. They're nothing crazy.
I think they're
I-
awful. Terrible.
But yeah, that's
the thing about sporks is you need to use them for like very specific foods. And they're only good for those very
If you're
specific.
using it for specific foods, you're not using them right. A spork is something where like you have it, and you just have to very stubbornly use it for literally everything.
Yeah, what is the good spork then? When do you use the spork? What food requires sporkness?
Hey, Taco John's like provides a spork with refried beans, so I guess that's one of them.
Refried beans. That's
No, something that is meant to be scooped, but
could be stabbed.
But the stabby parts of the spork helps make the scoop easier, or at least that's the function. Whether or not it works in practice, I can't say. I guess maybe there's like you could argue ice cream, probably, but probably not.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I think a spoon would be better for ice cream than a spork.
Like, maybe if it's like frozen ice cream and you like to stab your ice cream like a lunatic, then yeah, I can see that.
Apart from the non-frozen ice cream, of course.
Well, yeah. You can get soft ice cream. It's called soft serve.
It's still frozen.
No, it's soft, man. It's soft.
Yeah.
Not the ice cream in my freezer.
Well, you just get the soft serve, man. Get those soft serve machines and then
Going in my freezer, I can't fit a machine.
All right, Riley, you get a soft serve machine and make ice cream with it. You can do that.
I could.
I have an ice cream maker that I make ice cream with.
Whoa.
That's crazy, man. That's the craziest thing ever.
I go to the store, and if there's sale ice cream, which there never is, I buy it.
Sale ice cream? Like ice
you don't
cream
ever
that's
buy
sold
ice cream.
on like a boat that you sail with?
Yes. I drive to the ocean every weekend, and the ice cream boat is just sitting there with its ice cream boat song.
My
it's like
favorite.
the ice cream truck song,
The
but
ice cream boat song.
more sea shanty.
Oh,
And
a
then
sea
I buy
shanty
the
ice cream song would be amazing. That sounds amazing, man.
You should
He
get on
mainly
that.
sells floats, I think.
True.
The mini house floats?
He mainly sells floats.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. Wow.
Ah.
That's crazy.
On the topic of ice cream, I've always heard throughout my entire childhood that pistachio flavored ice cream was a thing, but I never tried it ever.
Did you watch Cars
Because
2?
it was just never an option available.
Okay,
Right?
based on my experience with pistachio milk, with my all milk, I'm going to say you are not missing out on very much.
Riley, Cars 2 isn't the only media that references pistachio ice cream.
I'm gonna make some of that pistachio ice cream. It's a classic Cars 2.
Well, Cars 2 was a bad movie. Anyways,
I didn't say it was a good movie.
Anyways, so a few years ago, I actually found like some pistachio ice cream at Walmart. So I bought it because I wanted to try it out for the first time, because I tried a pistachio muffin before, and that was pretty good. So I tried the pistachio ice cream. It's all right.
No.
I'd say it's a mid ice cream flavor.
Mid at best.
Yeah. See, I'm not necessarily a huge fan of ice cream with like chunky bits inside of it. I prefer my ice cream smooth. Like my peanut butter. But,
Oh well, that's
Understand it.
that's
And you
wrong.
lost Riley. You just lost him.
So
I understand. I'm in one of the
pistachio-
minorities of the peanut butter debates.
And
Yeah.
pistachio has little chunks of pistachio inside of it. Shocking.
That is crazy news.
The pistachio has chunks of pistachio in it, or the ice cream has chunks of
The
pistachio?
ice cream
in it?
has chunks of
I'd be-
pistachio in it.
Amazed if they could fit pistachio chunks inside of pistachio.
They just throw huge pistachios in there. You know, world's largest pistachios go in this ice cream.
It's just an empty shell of pistachio with like ground up pistachio inside of it.
They have to put it in the Hadron Collider in order to combine pistachio with pistachio.
Yep, a common use for the Large Hadron Collider is pistachio ice cream.
Everybody knows that. How else do you think they get the funding?
I wonder if you could like technically make a company where you put food and like you technically do put it in the Hadron Collider and shoot like an electron through it, and then you like super upsell it. You call it like quantum ice cream or something.
Quantum popcorn.
Quantum apples.
This ice cream is quantumly linked to a random piece of ice cream. Both people eat it at the same time, you die.
Jeez, I don't think you
You're
want to
eating-
say you
You're
have death
eating
threats on your.
popcorn from both the
Sorry, I
past
mean you're
and
totally
the
fine
future.
and nothing happens.
You're totally
But
fine.
if you split it with a friend, then you die.
You're eating popcorn from both the past and the future, but in the present.
In the present, man.
I wasn't looking.
That kind of ice cream or popcorn sounds overrated. I don't see what's so special about Hadron Collider food compared to regular
Well,
food.
you've never
The
tried it.
Hadron Collider.
That's true. You haven't tried it.
Oh.
Maybe it's like life changing. You take one sniff of it and you open your third chakra and become like Ultraman or something.
I'm already on my fourth chakra. I don't need it.
Oh. Well, then yeah, it's not for you then.
It's only for third chakra or below. Sorry.
Yeah.
Frankly, if
Alright,
you
no
need
idea.
Hadron Collider food to unlock your chakras, I think that's just a skill issue at that point.
Skill issue.
Yeah.
Well, the point of the Hadron Collider food isn't that it actually means anything. It's just like, could you market it that way to scalp money out of people?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, you can scalp money out of people doing a lot less. Like, just say you're a prince, man, and that can probably get you more money than trying to
but saying,
upsell
like,
Hadron
Yeah,
Collider food.
Look, Riley, people don't fall for the Nigerian prince scam anymore, okay? You need to get to the...
Oh, that's old news now?
Yeah, that's really old news.
My bad.
The cool kids these days are doing the we misplaced your Amazon package or your Amazon order got canceled. Click the bit.ly link to
Yes.
give it a look-see. And
The Bitly.
Oh, for me, it's that I have unpaid toll fees, and if I don't pay them, that my license will get revoked.
Oh. I've never heard of that
joke's
one.
on you! I've never paid a toll fee in my entire life.
Yeah, toll fees.
My
terrible.
Siri is designed to never ever in any circumstance have me drive through a toll road, so I'm good to go.
Yeah,
So I know it's lying to me.
That's what I have on my Google Maps. No toll roads, please.
This route's faster, but it has tolls. No thanks.
No, it's not faster then. Go a different way.
That means that route sucks, and we're not taking it. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't need to pay to win for driving.
I already pay for the roads. I'm not paying extra for the roads.
There are a
Exactly.
few moments where I've had a hey, your Amazon order to go through or whatever, that kind of scam come to me, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I should probably look into this a little bit. So I look it up, and like the results I find are like, no, this company will not directly send you a message if this happens. They'll just give you your money back or whatever. So I'm like, all right.
Free money.
No. The scam I'm thinking of is, hey, your USPS package got lost or something. And then the results I got were USPS would not send you a text message.
Yeah, they don't really care about you that much, so.
They'll just throw it in the river and be like, eh.
Yes, goes to the mud.
Yeah, they'll just throw that in the river.
I actually had when I was getting my license out here, I went through the whole rigmarole of getting my license.
Uh-huh.
And then I
Good fun.
waited,
Yep.
and they said, oh, it'll take, 1 to 2 weeks to arrive.
1 to 12 years.
3 weeks had went by, and I had nothing.
Mhm.
And so and my temporary license only had like 4 days left on it. So I went back to the DMV and I was like, hey guys, I don't have it yet. And so they're like, oh, well, go check, make sure it didn't go, with your apartment, and then check with like USPS and make sure it's something, blah blah blah. They wanted me to go check some things. They sent me away.
It sounds like they don't like you, Max.
Oh, and they also told me that if I couldn't find it with any of them, that they would send me another one, free of charge. So I go and check all of those things. I'll tell you this part first because it'll flow better. When I came back, spoiler alert, no one had it. And double spoiler alert, they did not send me another free of charge. I had to pay $40 a second time. To have another one sent out.
Gosh.
The best part, though, was when I called USPS. I was on the phone with them, and I was explaining, I was like, went to the DMV, tried to get my license. And the lady on the other line straight up just said, she's like, oh yeah, we get these calls a lot. We're pretty sure that the DMV just never sends out the license on purpose just so that they can make you pay for a second one.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, oh, that's great.
That's awesome. That sounds illegal, probably.
Yeah, it probably
sounds illegal.
Like withholding important government documents from people for a little bit of extra cash.
Because I even set up like
a GoFundMe.
It's a service that USPS has where it'll, even if it's not, well, I think it has to be USPS mail, but it's a service where it'll like email you like what mail you're going to be getting for the day with pictures.
Oh,
and
sure.
I'd set that up because my mom has it, and it's very useful. By the way, the DMV told me that didn't exist because I was like, oh, I'll go set up this thing so I can make sure if it comes in the mail next time. And they're like, oh no, don't need that. That's not a thing that they do. And I was like, okay, but my mom does it, and I literally know it's a thing that they do. And they're like,
no, they don't.
Oh, whatever.
They don't.
And then they sent me away. And when I called USPS, it's like, yeah, we have zero record of them ever mailing you anything ever the first time around. So
you could probably take them to small claims court, but I don't know if it's worth $40.
Probably not worth $40. But
small claims, yeah. These guys scammed me out of $40. I want that $40 back and the original license.
Yeah, I like shitting on USPS just for giggles, but in all honesty, they've always done. I've never really had any issues with them, to be honest.
Only when sending important documents.
And my tax documents got here no probies, so.
Oh, okay, well. Maybe it's just the DMV that you don't like.
No, I'm pretty sure it's literally just the DMV, because they sucked every single second of interacting with them.
Yes, so. They do.
Oh. And again, like the USPS, she was like, oh yeah, I've heard of that before when I was explaining the situation. I was like, oh, that's great. That's awesome.
I just see a whole...
Oh, you're another sucker. Okay.
I will say, if you go to the DMV before 5 a.m., it's not too bad.
They're open at 5 a.m.?
Huh?
They're open at 5 a.m.?
I don't know.
Oh, you're just fibbing.
I usually went to like basically right as they open.
I thought they opened at 7.
If you go
I don't remember. I kind of blocked that out of my memory now.
Yeah. When I turned 21, I was there right as they opened.
Yeah, you were camping out.
I need a new guard. Give me. Yeah, because I can't just time out a fucking drive. I've never understood camping out. Never ever in my life.
Well, they have limited supplies, man.
What you mean? Like
driver's licenses are in short supply.
What you mean, like when you say camping out, you mean like the people who will set up tents for days on end outside of the Apple store whenever they drop a new product?
Yeah,
those people.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I know a guy in college who did that for the for PS5.
Oh boy, did he get it?
He did.
See, it's working.
Wait.
It's working.
He only had to pay with your blood.
Yeah, I think he was there for like 10 hours or something.
Oh my gosh.
He brought a folding, like a camping chair and like a duffel bag with snacks in it, and he just sat there.
Man, I could never. I would be so bored.
Oh, he had a Steam Deck with him.
Yeah, I need like 7 power packs to charge that for the next 10 hours.
He probably had it with him. I don't doubt it.
He had his PS4 with him to get the PS5, man.
And I just traded it in. As you do.
what I would have done. Obviously.
But what if you need the PS4 for something?
Nah, no one needs old things. Just throw it away. Right in the garbage.
No one needs old things?
The moment a new thing comes out, just throw away the old one immediately and buy the new one.
Yep.
Nah.
Oh, it still works? Doesn't matter. It's old now.
Oh.
That's why we all have 5070s already.
You have a... what?
I'm actually
Or
talking
whatever it
with
is.
one of my
What's it?
coworkers, and he apparently got his hands on 3 5090s, which is like
5090, that's what it is.
which is like a significant portion of the entire U.S. stock, apparently. Because I think Micro Center in the entire United States only got like 600 total.
And
What's
this
the
guy's
5070?
scalping him. A graphics card.
Oh, okay.
He somehow just got really
The
lucky with
newest.
his shopping carts. So it's really hard to get in there ahead of bots and scalpers.
And you have to believe that they actually have the in supply and whatnot.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Will they arrive in the mail? I'm not sure.
Well, they won't arrive in the mail if it's from the
Well, it's from Best Buy, so.
Oh, okay. Not from the DMV.
No, if it's from them, it'll never arrive.
I was blanking on the name of the DMV. Like,
Oh, the place, terrible place. What's the place?
It's
again?
that store we just talked about, but it's not a store.
It's a theater.
Oh man, classic DMV. I don't know the last time I've been to the DMV, but I don't know the last time I would have needed to go either. So
When I turned 21 was the last time I went.
that's probably this last time I went, when Gavin turned 21.
I went I want to say maybe a year or two ago to renew my ID. Because the expiration was coming up, but that's about it.
Cool story.
Fascinating. I'm bouncing in my seat right now.
I didn't
Yeah,
have.
I don't know why it was. There wasn't
Totally not
anything.
negotiating buying graphics cards off my coworker right now.
So Lala yogurt smoothies are pretty good.
I had a smoothie today. I made it with bananas.
Lala yogurt?
Yeah, Lala yogurt smoothie. It's a drinkable yogurt. Like Danimals, but better.
Was Go-Gurt a drinkable yogurt? Smoke?
I'd consider it that, yeah. I consider it a drinkable yogurt. It's yogurt in a tube.
Yogurt on the go.
And you're intended to... So I consider that drinkable.
Okay. Then I've had a drinkable yogurt before.
Me too.
I had a yogurt today. It wasn't a drinkable yogurt, but I could have drank it.
And if you
What?
if you let froyo melt, then you also have a drinkable yogurt.
I don't think I've ever had froyo before.
I had when Orange Leaf came to town.
Orange Leaf?
I've had Culver's frozen custard, but that's not froyo. That's Fro Cup.
What is Orange Leaf?
That's a frozen yogurt establishment.
That's the assumption I made. Yeah.
Is that just
Based
Now it's a
on
Mexican
context.
restaurant.
I did not assume that based
No,
on
sorry. Orange Leaf isn't the building they were in town.
Oh, okay. I just imagined a street vendor selling froyo one day, and then the next day they're selling tacos.
Gotta keep them on their toes.
Yeah, can I have one orange
We're a
smoothie?
variety store. Next week we're selling pasta.
Now we're Italian.
Bibbidi spicy meatballs.
Well, that is the classic Italian phrase. The spicy meatballs.
I'm an Italian. Would you like a cheeseburger?
Man. I think I insulted a French person the other day.
That's
Oh,
okay.
How'd you insult them?
Well, I tried my French accent.
Did you show them? You showed them Project Deli.
Oh,
Your
gosh.
cheap plastic French.
They were just writhing in their chair.
Oh gosh, no, I would not show that to anybody. Oh, only the people who are in it.
I've shown it to a few people.
Oh gosh, what was the phrase that? Oh gosh, I've lost the phrase that I said to him. Oh no, it was the cake phrase, obviously. And she said, "Let's me cake."
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently that didn't fly over well with the Frenchman.
No.
Sacre bleu! That is not what I sound like.
No, he just he sounds normal. So there's
Sacre bleu. That is not how I sound like. How dare
Sakura is blue. How dare you?
Sacre blue. Oh man. Man, accents are funny. I'm glad I don't have one.
Yeah, accents sure are. Sometimes on the topic of accents, you know how like foreigners from like other countries like will have a unique, like distinct dialect when they're speaking English, like Germans have their own thing, Italians have their own thing, Japanese have their own thing, Australians, they already speak English, but they speak a different kind of English from us.
Yeah,
the true English.
But you said the Australians are the true English, or us?
No, we're the true English.
Ah,
yeah.
I don't even know if that's
just
true.
as correct.
Okay, yeah, just as correct is probably right.
Yeah. But anyways, sometimes I wonder what the American dialect in other languages are. Like,
oh, sure.
If an American starts speaking Japanese, what's the distinct difference between a native speaker and an American foreigner speaking the language? Or with German, or with Spanish, or with French?
I think the same thing, but with animals. What does what does a cat sound like in France?
A southern cat.
Southern
Western cat.
Yeah.
I'd assume that cats just kind of universally sound alike.
You know, like the speaking. See, that's what you would think, but why we have all these different dialects? Why wouldn't the animals have it? Everybody thinks I'm crazy.
I guess you make a fair point. To a cat, me saying hello wouldn't sound any different from me saying konnichiwa. So,
like you know the speak and say animal like sounds, like the cow goes murr. What if like in a different country it's like the cow goes some like wacko like that, right?
Here a frog goes. Here a frog goes ribbit, but in Japan a frog goes ghetto.
Ghetto. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. See, frogs speak differently in different languages or in different countries. They have the dialect of the country.
Yes.
I just remembered a YouTube short I saw the other day, which I enjoyed, on the topic of animals and speaking. This has nothing to do with animals and dialects. Like, let me find a short real quick.
On the topic of animals and speaking, this has nothing to do with animals and speaking, but let me find it.
No, it has to do with animals and speaking, just not dialects.
Yeah.
You dummy.
Weren't you listening, Gavin?
No, not really.
Wow, sure. Gavin, that is brutally honest.
I found it.
Now, could you just give us the verbal explanation? Because it's hard to multitask multiple things.
All right, so it's a comic dub. The first panel is a blue jay looking at a duck in the water, saying, "Man, I wish I could swim like that." And then the duck looks at a turtle and says, "Man, I wish I had a shell to protect me." And then a turtle looks at a fox and says, "Man, I wish I could run fast like that."
Uh-huh.
And a fox looks at a squirrel and says, "Man, I wish I could climb a tree like that." And then a squirrel looks at a bear and says, "Man, I wish I was big and strong like that." And the bear looks at the blue jay from the beginning and says, "Man, I wish I could fly like that."
Okay.
That's it.
I'm with you.
Oh, that's all. There wasn't any like amazing end to the story like that.
No.
Nope, everybody's miserable in the world. That's the end of the story.
Oh my gosh.
It's not that they're miserable. It's just they see something cool in something that they aren't.
They're sinning and longing for something that somebody else has.
Yeah,
Man,
that
I thought
doesn't
there
make
was
her
going to be a
miserable.
punchline.
I thought it was going to be the bear is going to be like, I'm so happy with who I am.
Well, when you said like when the when the fox looked at the squirrel, he's like, "Squirrel!" I thought that's where this was going. And I was disappointed, but I'm like, oh wait, there's going to be a different punchline. It's going to be even better.
It keeps going.
Riley, I don't know where you got the notion that this was gonna be like this very funny joke. I was just sharing a doom scroll.
I was
silly
getting so
little
hyped
video
for the
of-
joke, man. I'm like, what does the fox say? And
Well, that's your. Well, firstly, it's a ring da ding 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 or whatever. But secondly, that's your own fault for jumping to conclusions like that.
yeah, that is my fault. Anybody else think it was going to be a joke, or is that just a me thing?
Yeah, just a you thing.
Wow, unfortunate. Even you, Max, you knew this was just informational thing.
No, I thought there was something coming too.
Crazy.
thought the
That
bear
sounds
was
like a
gonna, like-
skill issue, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Did you
bears
lead
are,
in
like,
saying it was going to be a joke? Like, why did I think it
No.
was going to be a joke?
I'm pretty sure I didn't say it was gonna be a joke. I was just describing a video because the topic of speaking animals made me remember it.
Oh. Well, that's great. I love random animal facts. And now I know... I don't really know what to take from the story, to be honest.
The takeaway is it doesn't matter what you have because someone else has something cooler than what you got.
Yeah.
That is an unfortunate takeaway.
Oh, you're happy? You should be happy.
I mean, you can be happy.
Joke.
You'll just have to live with the knowledge that you don't have that cool thing, and that's it.
Someone will always have something better than you.
Man,
Yeah, but
don't I know that?
But you'll always have something better than someone else.
Oh, what do I have better than another?
The ability to make
you-
yourself laugh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do have that. That is a great ability, Gavin.
So true.
I have my ability to stumble words in unnecessary ways that I shouldn't be.
Unlike any other before.
Yeah,
Yep.
nobody else does that.
No one does it
That's
better
fine.
than you.
True.
What about you, Max? What do you have better than anybody else?
Better than anybody else?
Yeah.
Damn. The ability to never be able to sleep enough, bro.
Okay. You don't.
The ability to drink the most different types of milk in one sip.
Oh, that is true.
Ooh, that is true. I've probably drinking. No one else has drinking. had all
World
milk
record
ever.
of all milk.
You think Guinness will accept it?
As long as you pay them $400, I'm sure they'll accept anything.
$400.
Well, how are you going to get the record then?
Well, they're gonna pay me for having such a cool record.
No, you paid
Yeah.
them so that you can put your name in their book.
No,
Don't you know how this works, Max?
I know how
Screw
it
you,
works. for
Guinness. I'm gonna
normal
make my
people.
own world record catalog that doesn't cost me money.
Well, best of luck with that.
First page, Guinness Book of World Records. For having a world record of being the biggest group of meanies. Little Scrooge McDuck scumbags.
Normal plebeians have to pay, Riley, but I am special.
You have Guinness Plus.
Yes.
That was Guinness Max.
Guinness.
No, they were gonna name it that, but it was too nepotistical. So
Very unfortunate to hear.
yeah, they were like, "Oh, we'd love to, and you're really cool and awesome, but we really just can't." And I was like, "I understand. Making a sick ass door handle
So
blender right now.
humble. So humble.
Yep. Actually, I'm also in the Guinness Book of World Records for humblest man alive. So
I see. Humblest man alive.
and I make sure to let everyone know every time. Okay, just want to let you guys know I'm the humblest man alive. Not that I'm like bragging or anything, because I'm really humble, but just want to let you guys know.
That is what a humblest man alive would say.
Yep.
Even
Well, I mean, how else are
Gandhi
they gonna
said
know?
so himself. Now I am a pretty humble man, but I'm not as humble as this man.
I'm not the
He is
humblest
far
man.
more humble than me.
It's true, he said that too. It's in the
Those
Guinness Book
exact
of World
words.
Records.
Mr. Guinness himself?
No,
Yeah.
that was Gandhi.
Oh, Gandhi. I missed that. I was wondering what the accent was about, but wasn't going to question it. Man, now I'm trying to think what I'd even want to be known as in the Guinness World Record book.
Yeah, everyone has to have a Guinness World Record.
I'm trying to even think what do they normally go with?
I guess
can't
my
be too
Guinness
dangerous, I know
world
that.
record would be something lame like the most amount of mints eaten in one setting.
'Cause I know I saw, I think it was a Red
most-
Bull video, but a
The
guy
most
did
amount of
all this years ago.
Altoids eaten within the span of 30 minutes.
Mine would probably be with my laughter again. Longest time with self-laughing or something.
The longest laughter feedback loop is Riley's.
Shortest time between laughs
Oh, man.
in a 1 hour period.
In a 1 hour period. Half a nanosecond.
Yep.
Like an hour 30 minutes in, he starts to die down.
Like, the NASA thing where they'll pay you to like lay in a bed for like 2 months or whatever it is. It's like that, but they pay you
What?
to
Nobody has
I'd do
told
that.
me to lay a bed.
lay in a bed.
Oh, lay in a bed. That makes
How would
I'd
you
lay in a
lay
bed for
a
2
bed?
months. I wouldn't get up. They paid me enough.
They just throw the money on you, so you just get more and more crushed by the weight. But it's for the commitment.
But it's for science.
For science, yes.
That's
I got some Burger King coupons here that I gotta tear out of this paper.
I've told you guys about my Burger King Nugget movie theater experience, right?
No.
No,
No.
I don't
Mhm.
recall.
For my birthday,
Mhm.
was it for my birthday? I don't know if it was for my birthday or for something else, but for some reason, my parents gave me and my younger brother Burger King gift cards for, what was it? It was
It's for Burger
Like-
King.
and it was like $10.
For Ramadan. Oh,
And there was a Burger King right next to the movie theater. And this was when they had, it was like $1.29 for 10 nuggets.
Oh.
heck yeah.
It was the greatest thing ever. Honestly, worst thing that ever stopped happening. and Avengers Endgame came out in theaters. And I had tickets because I worked at the theater, and so I just moseyed my way on into the system and gave myself some tickets.
Naturally.
Naturally. I paid for them, but I had super early access to getting them, of course.
Yeah.
And so right before the movie, we went to Burger King, and we each got 90 nuggets.
Oh gosh, 90 nuggets.
90 nuggets.
Each?
And each.
Oh, no.
And then we shoved them all in our pockets. And it was, I can't remember when Endgame came out, but it was like somewhat cold outside. So it was like not super awkward to be still wearing your winter coat. And so my coat pockets were just bulging and warm.
Right, I was imagining like pants pockets.
Oh, I think some of them went in my pants pocket as well, because I had to keep bulging down a little bit.
Did you just raw nugget your pockets?
No, they had the little baggie, the little protective sleeve. And so then, I walked in, and I didn't have to like go to the ticket window because I already had my tickets.
Because you knew the guy on the inside.
I knew the people, so I just showed, I was like, oh, I got my tickets.
And they're like, we need to see ID, and then they ushered you out.
They probably smelled, because it smelled like nuggets really distinctly. And then we went to sat down, and one of the best parts is that one of my coworkers was also in the same theater watching the movie, and so I it was like a drug pass. I passed like 10-piece nugget, and I was like, here you go, here's one for the road. And then I ate not quite all we both ate almost all of our nuggets throughout the runtime of the movie.
Oh my gosh.
So we consumed almost 200 nuggets.
That's
in like however long Avengers Endgame was.
That's too many nuggets, man.
Oh, it was so good. We had been like waiting. We'd been like prepping for weeks. We were just waiting.
Well, you practiced like eating the nuggets?
We planned it in advance. No. We just thought about the nuggets a lot.
Dedicated to the nugget grind.
Yep. And so yeah, that's the story of sneaking in 200 nuggets to a movie theater and eating them.
Man. Nice. That's a lot of nuggets. I don't know. Yeah. How do you eat that many nuggets, man?
Well, you just kind of
spend the time, obviously.
I guess 2 hours, so maybe that's...
Every time I go to a movie theater, I always buy, like, a small bag of popcorn, and I don't know why, because I don't really like popcorn that much.
Me either.
But it's movie theater popcorn. So it's way better.
It doesn't have anything to do with like the texture or the taste. It's the fact that the kernels get stuck in my teeth and on my throat.
Oh, sure.
That really annoys me.
I don't have anything against them. They're just not interesting to me. Not desirable.
But at the same time, because I'm at the movie theater, I always feel like that I have to get popcorn. Because I'm at the movies. Oh, am I going to watch this without popcorn?
This is the classic when in Rome.
When in Rome, eat popcorn. I know that one.
Yeah, the classic.
When in Rome, just go home.
The theaters mostly use coconut oil, by the way, if you're ever curious to make movie theater popcorn.
You use coconut oil?
Coconut oil.
Instead of what?
Instead of
butter.
Oh, instead of butter?
Yeah, just oil or butter, yeah.
Huh. But it tastes like butter.
Chocolate to make it runnier.
Huh?
But it tastes like butter, man.
I don't know the exact ratios because I've never done it, but if you I don't know where you can get coconut oil, but if you get coconut oil and just put some of it in your pot with the kernels when you make popcorn on the stove, it'll basically be movie popcorn because that's what we use. Well, I say we. That's what they use. I haven't worked in a movie theater for like 8 years at this point.
20 years.
Yeah.
Well, you just know the trade secrets, Max.
Yep. I'm an insider source. I know how the soda's made.
I remember trying to apply for a part-time job at the movie theater in high school. And I remember having to go through this fucking convoluted process of, no, we don't have the applications. You have to go into this like small door in between these two buildings.
I remember.
That leads you to a staircase that takes you up to a higher floor, and that's where you get the application.
It leads you to the promised land.
It was so weird. I totally forgot about that, but yeah, I did that too.
Man, I don't remember that because I never
like,
applied
you
there.
Go to the theater and be like, "Can I, apply to work here?" And they just straight up like, "Yeah, we don't have applications. And you have to go to a different." It was downtown.
I remember going into like one of the businesses nearby as like, "Hey, do you know where this is? Because I can't find it."
You're just
only knew where
not
it was because
dedicated
my
enough.
brother told me.
Oh,
'Cause
because he worked there. He was
Yeah.
in on it.
He was in on the game.
He was in on the.
Unlike you, I didn't have nepotism on my side. I never got the job.
It's okay. The boss kind of sucked ass. So.
Alright, well, I have successfully torn out all these coupons, but they cannot be used on DoorDash, unfortunately.
A tragedy.
Yeah.
Did you just try each and every single coupon, or does it specifically say no DoorDash allowed, or how do you know, I guess?
Well, I tried it with my last batch of coupons, and it just didn't work.
Oh,
Some of them didn't have any sort of code on it, because the way coupons work is you hand them in person. So,
well, some of them are online codes where you just type them in.
well, some of the ones that did have codes didn't work through DoorDash. There was one on Subway where it says type the code on the app. I'm like, oh, cool. So this probably means I could use online. No, it's probably for like a pickup order or something.
Oh yeah. Well, they want you to come to the store because actually I don't know why.
You have to get the app.
Besides, I can't use these coupons anyway. They expired yesterday.
Okay, so now I've got more questions. Why did you go through the process of removing them?
I was bored.
Oh,
It gave me something stimulating to do.
Oh, are we boring you?
wow. I didn't know the podcast was this boring.
You guys weren't boring me. I just needed some stimulation while talking and listening.
I see.
Interesting.
And it's true, I guess most times my conversations happen at like over a lunch or something. So normally I'm eating while chatting up a storm.
Eating without YouTube is like torture.
It's
basically.
you don't talk to people while you eat?
Well, not when I'm home.
I guess. The classic day and age of, well, I'm gonna make food, but first I have to figure out what I'm gonna watch so that I can eat
My food gets cold by the time I figure out what I want to watch.
Yeah.
Max at school trying to eat, but everyone's talking. He's like, I can't eat with all these people talking.
How am I supposed to eat like this?
This is inhumane.
And how am I supposed to enjoy my pepper-coated burgers now?
Do you still do that, Max? How much pepper do you use per year?
Oh, I need to get a new pepper grinder. Mine's out. Basically.
Maybe that's what your Guinness record should be.
Most
Pepper
pepper.
is to Max. Pepper is to Max what cookies are to Jack.
That is true. We all have that kryptonite food.
I'm actually considering making out of Legos a auto. Apparently they make these, but they're like $100. a motorized pepper grinder because I use so much pepper that my wrists get sore by the time I have pepper.
Most pepper used to season a salad.
Oh,
Now
Like
we
I
find
made
yours.
macaroni and cheese last night, and I'm just standing there over the pot, just grinding.
just getting carpal
grinding.
tunnel from
Why
your.
Why not
I
just
literally, my wrist hurt when I finished. I was like, ah. The
Like,
only
why not just get
the only reason I
pre-ground pepper at
stopped
that
putting
point?
pepper on it was because my arm hurt so much. Otherwise, I would have kept putting pepper on it.
That is a good point. Why don't you get pre-ground
Because
pepper?
post-grind pepper is much more flavorful. He'd have to use double the pepper if he got pre-ground stuff.
But his wrist
I-
would recover.
Yeah, no, pre-ground is bad too because the holes are always so damn small that you have to like shake it for 1,000 years to get anything out of it.
That's why you just
It's so bad.
That's why you just untwist the cap and dump it in.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Well, you don't have to
actually,
shake if
if
it's.
you remember, what I did is I just took the shaker with me to the lunch table and just sat there.
And it was still not enough pepper.
It was still not enough pepper.
He used up the entire shaker and it still wasn't enough.
I do believe one time it was a little bit awkward. I had to go up to the lunch lady and ask if she had another pepper shaker because it ran out.
Do you have another
There was
pepper?
no other- I was like, hey, do you have more pepper?
We ran out of the pepper. And I still need more pepper for my food. As she looks at your food and it's just covered.
My chicken sandwich is
Literally peppered with pepper.
It's just a desert of pepper.
No.
But you can't even see any actual food there anymore. It's just a tray
And the
with
lettuce.
a
Don't forget the
shit ton
lettuce.
of.
I
The
still
lettuce
love
is the
shredded
garnish.
lettuce.
The lettuce? You got a
You
lot of
still
lettuce?
peppery too, I'm sure.
Oops.
Well, I got a fun little animal fact for y'all.
Oh boy.
So, I lost it.
Wow.
Wow, that was so fun, man.
And
That was the
I
most fun I've
remembered it.
ever
I remembered it again. All right, so I don't know when this was, and I don't know with what kind they did it with, but somebody did an experiment with a group of monkeys,
Okay.
and the experiment was, could we teach monkeys the concept of currency? So what they did was
I know the story.
they spend a few days giving like little coins to the monkeys and like teaching them to associate it with food, so the monkeys could give them the coins to then purchase food from the people doing the experiment. It was just a fun old time. There were some gaffes, so people were happy.
Gaffes?
But
Is that a
then
new
they had
phrase?
to put.
What is a gaff?
It's definitely not a new phrase.
Right.
But anyways, but one day they had to put the experiment on ice. They had to end it. Gavin says he already knows, so I want Riley and Max to guess.
Oh, I know. You have to ask
all
Riley.
right.
Oh,
Then
what?
Riley,
This
I
is
want
just
you
something
to...
everybody knows?
This is common knowledge, Riley. Okay, some
Yeah.
of us just know what's going on.
Common monkey knowledge.
All right,
Is this-
Riley.
is
So
monkey
This
business.
feels
yeah.
like monkey business. Yeah. Gosh, Max beat me to the punch.
Uh-huh.
Got him.
All right, Riley. You have 3 guesses to guess the reason why they had to put the experiment to an end.
Is it the penny shortage?
No.
Okay. a common occurrence with monkey currency. Let me guess.
Any shortages?
Second guess is
Second
that-
penny short.
no. That was the first guess. Shoot. The pressure's on. Gosh. Man, I had something even wittier, and now I've lost it because now I'm only thinking about penny shortages.
You peaked at penny storage?
No, I've got something funnier. I'm a funny person. They ate the coins.
No.
Okay. Last guess.
Way better than that.
The supply and demand of the food went way up, so that they didn't have enough currency, and the basically the inflation destroyed the monkey currency industry.
No. The reason why they had to put the experiment to an end is because at some point the monkeys started pimping themselves out to the other monkeys. Like, the male monkeys were giving money to the female monkeys to have sex with them.
Yep. Exactly what I
The
thought.
monkeys,
Oh my
like, a
gosh.
few days
The monkeys
after
invented
learning
prostitution, basically.
Wow.
A few days after like learning what currency was, they immediately jumped to prostitution.
Well, it's very
Pretty
civilized of them.
They're
I
just
do
like
have
us.
another monkey fact. This one's more wholesome than that. But anyway, so if you were to go to a zoo, to a monkey exhibit, and the monkey's looking at you, you're looking at the monkey, and then you do that little trick with your thumb where it looks like you detach it, the monkey will go, oh! The monkey will make like a face that it's absolutely
out.
fucking shocked and surprised. And this isn't
Yeah.
just with a thumb trick. This is with any sort of magic trick you do with it. Like the good old, no, you're holding the coin, but then you open your hand, it's gone. The monkey will be absolutely shocked at what it just witnessed.
They love magic.
You'll be doing sorcery as far as they're concerned. The reason why is because monkeys' brains are developed enough to like understand object permanence, but because they're monkeys living in the wild, they aren't prone to like deception and stuff. So they just
Deception's a
can't
human
comprehend the idea that you're just fucking with them when you're doing that. They're like, what? Where did it go? Oh my god!
So you're saying we can evolve over time, hustle-proof monkeys.
Probably.
Hustle-proof monkeys, yeah.
I mean, we have to become hustle-proof first. I don't think a lot of our
It's true.
elderly are there.
Oh, we're there, Gavin. We talked about this. We
yes.
we
Us. Our own elderly.
Yes.
$8,000 in Roblox gift cards. I must buy Roblox gift cards immediately.
Didn't we talk about this at the beginning of the podcast that some scams we no longer are foolish enough to
No, the prince.
yeah,
Yes, we no
the
longer
prince.
fall for obsolete things, but doesn't mean new things don't pop up.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is we just have to not create new ones.
There's a chance.
Yes, we.
Yeah, we.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think any of us have made new scams. It's other people that's doing it, Riley. That's the issue here.
Oh.
Us ourselves have nothing to do with that. It's
You guys aren't
who
coming
are
up with
scamming.
scams over there? What are you doing
Yeah.
every day?
Some people are just
I'm not scamming.
Some people
You're
have
not scamming, you're not winning
so
then, I guess.
easy. Not scamming other people.
That's fine. I'm not trying to win. I'm just trying to have fun. It's just like when I play golf with your friends. I always take the fun way.
I always take the fun way too. Cutthroat, and I'm gonna win.
It's the fun way or the unway.
Oh, wow.
The unway.
Yeah. The unway goes against everything I stand for, so I just go with the fun way.
And I go the super fun way. Okay.
I think that my way is probably more fun, but no, whatever.
But is it named the super fun way? I didn't think
I don't
so.
know. I've never played that game before.
Is it named
not a
the
game, what?
Zimbabwe?
The Zimbabwe.
Golf with friends? That's not a game.
Oh, sorry. The super fun way. That's not a game. Yet.
I think one of my earliest memories with golf with your friends is back when I had my old computer, which wasn't strong enough to run golf with your friends, so I had to watch through Steam's
Oh,
shitty
gosh.
streaming
Yeah.
through Gavin's perspective.
Hey,
And I remember you guys were playing on the haunted map with randomized shapes. And
oh god.
Austin
sounds
spent
like
the
an awful
longest
time.
time getting to the hole just for Gavin to knock him off the ledge where the hole was. And he was just perpetually stuck wherever he landed. Like I was in the rocks in like the last time we played.
Oof. Oh gosh, my favorite
And it's
quote.
all because of Gavin.
My favorite quote that
Yeah.
I said in that game is, "It's playable."
It's playable.
That's one we still use to this day whenever it applies.
Man, I was so upset because I stupid space course.
Yeah,
not-
that map is absolute ass.
Oh man,
I can confirm.
but you haven't played it, Max. That's crazy. That's a classic game we've played.
Could have
a while.
sworn you have. I thought you did.
You not a big golfer then? You
Golf
don't go
with
golf?
friends?
Yeah.
I know mini putt in your past.
I've mini putt like once
Oh.
or twice.
Only once, man. You must hate it then.
Yeah, there's just never been mini golf for it. Actually, there was.
Haven't you had the amazing experience of the Turf Wars?
No.
Turf.
It says here on Steam that Max has not played this game.
I searched. I don't have it in my library.
It doesn't mean
That's
you haven't
wild.
played
I
it.
could have sworn that we've had like a few games playing with Max, but I guess not. We just didn't include him.
Damn.
Yeah, we should get on that.
Yep, we'll get on it as soon as Max gets
It's
the
okay.
game.
I'm too old now.
We played it last week. What are you
Right.
talking about? Too old.
I'm past my prime. I can't start now.
You're
I'm too
past
old.
your prime of golf with friends. What did you
It'd
lose
be-
all
it'd be
your
like
friends?
Isn't
It'd be like a
golf
60-year-old
like
trying to play golf over.
Yeah, golf.
isn't golf like historically the old person sport though?
That's why
Nope.
he's past his prime. He's even
Yeah, I'm
older.
way past my prime.
He's too
Once
old
I hit
for
70,
golf.
then I'll be in my prime. I'm reverse prime. I'm too young.
Reverse prime. Oh gosh, isn't
I'm
the
unprimed.
unprimed? I'm unprimed and ready. Oh,
He's ready.
gosh. Isn't the prime like age of a human like 25?
Don't remind me
not
because
for
I'll
me.
be in like a month.
Somewhere
That's
in
you in
the
a month?
20s.
That's crazy.
That's me in a couple months soon.
It's all downhill
we're
from
in the-
there.
25?
Somewhere in the 20s, yeah.
Oh, I forget that I am the youngin.
You're the little
Yeah,
baby.
you're a little baby man.
Man.
Oh, baby man.
baby man.
I know I'm young, but I'm not that young. Goodness.
Well,
Well,
big boy game we have been playing lately is Repo. That one's a lot of fun.
That one
Like
is
big boys
time.
get repossessed.
because Max, you've played Lethal Company.
nope.
Has he?
What? Who am I thinking is Max?
I'm way too busy playing Helldivers. Sorry.
Max, I think somebody's like being a doppelganger of you. Because I swear we played that game
Never
together.
touched that game.
Never even heard of that game before, Riley. This is my first time talking to you.
There's flashbacks of it's like evil clone me. Or clones escaped.
One of the clones escaped. Goodness.
But basically, Repo is a Lethal Company type game where you go through a spooky location, grab some treasures to get money, but you may or may not get killed by monsters in the process. And
So
then
prove the company.
you make that bank, and if everybody dies, then you
you
get
lose.
thrown into a battle royale arena where you all fight to the death to see who's the king of the losers. It's a pretty good game.
Yes.
Yeah, I played it. I'm a pro at new games like that.
I'm pretty good, not to brag or anything, but I'm kind of like really good.
I'm actually like top 10% in the whole country of the game, but I'm not
Oh,
humble.
Humble
I
brag,
feel like
humble brag.
I feel like I'm the one who earns that title because in the last game we played, you and Gavin both died twice in that one round.
Oh yeah, I'm an absolute
I had
like
to
scaredy cat in
revive
that
you-
game.
I had to
I'm
revive
absolute
you
trash in
both
those types of
twice.
games. Maybe bottom 10% is where I lie.
I had to hide from the duck and the Grim Reaper.
The duck? There's a duck in that game? Oh yeah.
What?
Sorry. I was thinking of an evil big duck that like quacks you to death. Which he does turn into, but I know what you're talking about. I've played the game. Like I said, top 10%. So the Max is. Are you playing any other games then? Just Helldivers?
Helldivers and Trackmania. It's basically all I play when I have time.
Trackmania?
It's a racing game. I love it so much.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Are you top 10% in that game?
No.
What's your setup, man? Do you have like a cool steering wheel peripheral that you use?
Nope. I've got my keyboard.
Oh man.
Well, I've got a Xbox controller too. Depends. If I'm driving on dirt, I use the controller because it's easier. But for most stuff, I just use keyboard.
Easier to drive on dirt with a keyboard?
No. Dirt is easier with controller for me.
Why would what?
You control the turns better, obviously.
It's too much to explain. I'd have to explain like driving on different surfaces.
Sorry. You'd have to go back to the DMV and.
Yeah, I'd have to. It would be just terrible. It would be just the worst.
Absolutely tragic. Gotcha.
Oh, there we go. Oh, just made some door hinges. Oh, they look so good.
Oh my gosh, door hinges, man.
Door hinges. Oh, I love door hinges. I might have to head out and go to bed too. I worked. They asked me to stay later today. I worked a crisp 9 hours today.
But then you're like, don't you know who I am? I've got a podcast tonight.
I am a famous internet celebrity.
Not content creator, because apparently that's Riley's job.
Nope.
Ah, yes, good story.
Just play the important person. I'm pretty sure your bosses would.
Oh, they'd appreciate it.
Yeah,
they'd give me a raise on the spot.
On the spot to keep you there for high influence.
Yep.
But,
well, I mean, the traffic I'll bring in is just crazy.
Oh yeah, the foot traffic.
They'll be lining up. Is that him?
Is that him? The
they
legendary?
Top 10%?
They saw how your hit character Derby was in Project Dilly. They saw that work ethic
you could
they had to have.
You could state that you're yeah, from the hit
the hit film, the award-winning short film.
Oh, it won some awards, all right. Oof.
The Oscar nominated.
Oscar might be somebody who looked at it.
I agree.
Man. But it's Oscar nominated. Oscar really loved it.
He nominated for something.
Isn't Oscar the trash Muppet?
Yeah, Oscar
no, he's
the
Grouch.
Yeah, he's the Grouch.
Oscar the Grouch loved it. He said it was the best trash he's ever seen.
Man. High praise. But yeah, we can end it here, Max. So, do you have a topic for next time?
Actually, biased because I was working on one this whole time. But doors, we should talk about doors. I have lots of
a lot of door.
I have
topics.
a lot of things to say about doors too.
I have a lot to learn about doors. I guess I didn't.
I also have a lot
you
to
better
learn
buckle
about
up.
doors.
Do you buckle up with doors? Like I thought you.
Doors, maybe.
With what doors? What?
Oh, you'll have to find out.
Oh, okay.
Next time.
Next time on the podcast, we will find out more about doors. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yawn goodbye.
Tired.
Bye-bye.